A student has a credit card balance of negative $837. If she sends a check to the credit card company for $250 and then uses the card to buy a $50 iTunes card and a new pair of shoes for $87, what is her new balance? So as we think about this problem, we certainly don't want to just be grabbing the numbers and trying to ram them together. We want to think about what the words are telling us about how this problem is going to come together for us. So let's reread the problem carefully. Student has a credit card balance of negative $837. So there's their balance. And I'm going to summarize that information down here. I'm going to get all the information out of the problem, and I'm going to kind of write it in my own words. And I'm going to organize it to help me understand what's going on. So that's her current balance. And then it goes on to tell us that from the balance, she then sends a check to the company for $250. Well, if you think about sending a check for $250, right, that's going to be working in your favor. That's going to be $250 being added. And so that's a good thing to do, to start paying off your credit card here. So that's the check that was sent. Now, after she sent the check, she's going to use the card again. So now we're going to be back in negative dollars again. She's going to buy a $50 iTunes card, so negative $50 for the card. And then she's also going to spend money for shoes, so $87 for shoes. And again, because she's spending the money, that's going to be a negative again, negative $87 for the shoes. So if we're trying to think about what her balance is going to be, well, we basically want to combine all of these values, and that will tell us her new balance. So let's notice that we have a number of negatives. We have 3 negative values and only the 1 positive value. So let's do this. Let's gather up these negative values, the negative 837, the negative 50, and the negative 87. And let's add all of those together. Negative 837, negative 50, and negative 87. We're going to be adding all those negative numbers together because they're all negative. I'm just going to add them up and keep my answer negative. So when we add our way down, 7 and 7 is 14, carry my 1. 3 and 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 8 is 17, carry my 1. And then 8 and 1 is 9. And remember, those are all negative values we just added, so that gives us the negative 974. But to that, we want to be sure that we add in the fact that she paid off $250 on her account. So if we come in here and add 250, now notice that we've got different signs, right? The 974 was negative, the 250 is positive, so we're going to be subtracting these values. And when we subtract the values, we come up with, well, 4 minus 0 is 4, 7 minus 5 is 2, 9 minus 2 is 7. And because 974 was the larger of the 2 absolute values, and it was the negative number, my final number is going to be negative 724. So what that tells us is her new balance. So we want to be sure that we write our final answer as a statement. We don't want to just leave it sitting there on our page. We want to put it in a sentence. Her new balance is negative $724. Really important part to finish up every story problem with a sentence that gives your final answer.